is Brown Beauty TV. It's your girl AB, and thank you for rocking with me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. This video is brought to you by Elegant Black and Beautiful. So, what I have in currently are tape-ins. This is a 18, 22, and 24 inch. I've had these tapes. I've reused this hair. This is my third time. I got them back in July when I went to the Bahamas, and I wore them naturally curly. I've only straightened this hair twice. So I had this current install in since I've had this current install in since the day after Thanksgiving. So that was like the 25th. I got my install done a week before Thanksgiving. I usually have just been wearing it blow dry. I haven't curled my hair yet. I'm gonna go in with this Kenra hot spray to protect and give my hair a nice hold. So we just gonna get right into it of where have I been. I've been on YouTube for maybe like 5 years. I took a leave. I started YouTube back in 2015. I am so happy to be back on YouTube and just kind of being one of the girls, you know? Not actually teaching anything, not actually like giving whole lesson plans, because now my passion has become more focused on teaching in real life. So I have gained a lot more students than I do just clients, and my brand just was more so, if you know me, catered to hair. It was just my lifestyle and the knowledge that I had to share as a hairstylist. I had a crazy passion for just doing hair alone. I fell in love with micro-link extensions very early on in my career. I went to a very predominantly white beauty school, and it just dawned on me as time went on that like black beauty schools just don't exist like that. I've never seen one, I've never heard of one, and now that I am a licensed educator, it just opened my eyes to how much the curriculum just does not include the black culture. It has zero black representation on what we actually do with our hair. I actually was very turned off working in beauty schools. So when I moved to Minneapolis from Chicago, my channel was based in Chicago from the very beginning because that's where my journey began. That's where I'm from. And my very first job was at a blowout bar in Lincoln Park. And I really wanted to have like stability in my career. Like that was the biggest thing for me. So I'm actually gonna cut my bangs because I need a little bit more like swoop action going on. And I'm gonna take my shears, my professional shears. Look at my name embedded. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna take my professional shears, take the shortest piece, and start cutting there. So that's the shortest piece. I'm gonna start on an angle. Just cut, and just cut, and just cut, and just cut. There we go. I need me a nice little bang. A nice little bang. So yeah, once I realized there was not a lot of black representation in the beauty schools, I was very much so like, where's my career going at this point? You know, I had been doing it the white way for so long that because the last thing they're teaching is how how to do a silk press. The last thing they're teaching is how to do a quick weave, how to braid a sew-in, how to do a twist out. And I was very, very discouraged in my career. It was bugging me that there was no structure. And it seemed like the only way to find structure was in a white salon. And I just was like flabbergasted at the fact that that was a thing. So the first thing I knew I had to do was to become a licensed educator. And honestly, becoming a licensed educator wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. Thankfully, I'm able to teach as an independent contractor. As you guys saw, I had an extreme passion for doing hair. Like, let's be real, the shaming of hairstylists and the slander of hairstyling became very aggressive. There was so much slander on the internet. After wigs had came into play in the industry, I became very disconnected from the industry, and like my energy started to like speak for itself, which is why I decided to kind of take a step back and get into the more educational side of the industry. The slander was affecting business. It was to the point where people were so traumatized to get their hair done. It was kind of like, why am I even doing this? Then I felt like I would get job shamed for wanting just like a 9-to-5. I knew that my purpose was kind of bigger than just standing behind the chair and using my talent. I just wanted more skills under my belt. I wanted to be able to organize and orchestrate things without looking at my resume and being like, oh, she just did hair, that was it. Like, I needed to have that backup. Like in most industries, I feel like there's a lack of representation for the Black community. I just knew I needed to step away. And it was a sacrifice to step away because it was all I knew. Stepping away, I had to really understand who I am and what power do I possess, and address all the issues in history as to why the industry lacks professionalism in the Black community. My idea of success was with the white culture. So I instantly went into a white salon thinking that, oh, it's high end, I'm gonna be successful. You know, little did I know I was neglecting myself. I was neglecting my ability to service my own culture because they didn't teach me how to. I wasn't thinking, you know, how to do protective styles. I wasn't thinking how to do twist outs and natural styles. So many stories out about hairstylists. I was literally ashamed to be one. I was literally like hiding from the world. I stopped promoting myself. I just went on this whole like, wait a minute, can't let society and hustle culture tell me that because this is what I'm known for, that this is all that I'm capable of. Now my hair is completely curled. I'm gonna start doing my makeup now. I'm gonna start off with a moisturizer, even skin tone. I love Urban Skin. I use a lot of their products. Ooh, so cold, it feels good. So this would be my moisturizer before I start doing my makeup. So I'm going in with this brow powder that I've had for quite some time. But I freelanced with a freelancing agency that would send me to the richest parts of Chicago to style, aka do blowout. Born This Way concealer in the shade Chai for my brows. Sometime. Now I'm gonna go in with my NARS foundation. I'm using my foundation brush to push the product in. I've had so much opportunity getting outside of my comfort zone in the industry and just discovering more about myself and my talents and just everything. It took being like in those uncomfortable spaces to really maximize my potential. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little eyeshadow on with this Morphe palette. I got this palette from Ulta. Ta-da! A lot of pretty colors. Let me give you guys the number of this palette. So this is palette number 3504, Fierce by Nature Morphe palette. And I'm currently using the shade Domination just on my lid. Which one do I want to go with? I'll go in with Savage, which is more of a lighter brown. Then I'm gonna go in with this brush just to add more of a flare. So I add a little shimmer on top. This is in the shade Mesmerize. Underneath my eyes for concealer, Butterscotch by Too Faced. I'm gonna go directly underneath my eyes and take it down. Also, I'm very high maintenance, and being behind the chair, I became very less self-caring because I put so much into my craft, into my clients, that I hardly ever had time for myself. Just do a little line here and there, and then my forehead. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and start with the contour first, blending that out. I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and diffuse all of the highlighted areas. So now I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl Clean Professional powder, just so I can set this look. So now I'm gonna go in with my MAC NC50. That is the shade, and I'm gonna press and push the powder away. In the Fenty Beauty shade 445, I am just going to lightly dust over all of these harsh lines. So part of me feels like when I put mascara on, it's easier to apply my lashes, but I'm gonna be a big girl and just do it without it. For the girls.